So student, in last class we have discussed the theory of Scratch 2 offline editor, and in today's class we will discuss the practical of Scratch. So this is the sprite that we have discussed with you, and this is the blocks of commands, and this is the stage. Okay. So this is where we have a block menu. There is a variety of blocks which we can use to control our sprite. Okay, and it is our interpreter. When we drag and drop the commands here, then we will find some changes. So let I drag, move 10 steps, and again move 10 steps. Let's change its value. When I click on it, our sprite start moving. Okay, moving 10 steps forward. So by this method, we can control our sprite. So by default, there is a cat sprite. If we want to add more sprite, then I have to click on the new sprite. So this is the new sprite button. When we click on it, we will find a library of sprites. In the library of sprites, there are lots of sprites created by Scratch software. So now I have added a sprite of girl. So now change it. Delete this sprite, add new sprite. Let's add this bad sprite because it looks more funny than cat. And delete this previous sprite. So by this method, we can add lots of sprites. If our demanding sprite will not there, then you can draw the sprite by yourself. From new sprite button, the right side of the new sprite button, there is a paint new sprite button option. Here you can add your sprite. So let's add some sprite by myself. So I start drawing, and that sprite start showing on our stage. Okay, so this is my sprite that I have drawn. So I have drawn this sprite. So now let's delete this previous sprite. So this sprite is drawn by me. So by this method, you can draw the sprite by yourself for your any personal project. Okay. So this is the drawing of sprite by yourself. If you want to import the sprite, then at the drawing of the sprite, there is another option, and you can import the sprite that you have downloaded from internet. Like I want to create a sprite of Doraemon, then first I have to download the PNG file of the Doraemon, and after I can create a sprite of Doraemon. Okay, so here is the camera option where you can click your photo. So by this method, we can create our own sprite or our face sprite. Okay, so now let's delete this sprite also. And add the sprites from library fantasy. So let's try this ghost sprite. So now I want to move this sprite from this point to the end point. Then how I can move to this sprite? First, I will add the move 10 step to my interpreter window, and after that, this all blocks belong to the motion block. Okay, these all the commands belong to the motion block because we can create a motion in our sprite by using this commands. Okay, so this blocks belongs to the motion procedure. So now I want to control this sprite. So in the control you will find how we can interpret that particular command. So now I want that this command that I entered for motion repeat 10 times. So this is the control of that command. When I click on this, so this, the 10 steps of movement of our sprite is repeat 10 times. Okay, when I start the repetition of this, so this will move to 10 times. Okay, so by this method we can control our sprite's movement. And we can also set if then blocks. It means we can set some condition. It means suppose that I have set condition Let's add a new sprite first. So I have added this new sprite. I set condition that I set condition in this F10 block. It means if our first sprite of stack by another sprite, then it has to be stopped there. It means when our first sprite find anything in its path, then it will stop. Okay. So by this method, we can add conditions to our scratch sprites. So this is the practical of our scratch, and the we can in next class we will learn how to create the proper animation in our scratch window.